Today I'm going to be doing a quick and easy Elizabeth Taylor look. If you look at photographs of Elizabeth Taylor, you'll note that she usually is very neutral in her makeup when she's not using, of course, her signature blue or violet eyeshadow to match her eyes. But everywhere else, it's very natural. I'm going to be showing you just how to do a look like that. I'm going to be using neutral colors, very light colors that won't be very dramatic at all, but you'll add some of that drama through the eyeliner. I already have foundation on, and you can view one of my previous videos to see what my foundation routine is, but quickly just to go over it, it's using the F88 brush to apply some primer and then my foundation. I blend it in well with the F88 Sigma brush. I also use a little bit of bronzer just to highlight, to define my cheekbones, and then I put some along the jawline and over here. Today I'm going very light, again, because Elizabeth Taylor just always has a very natural, fresh look, so I didn't overdo it. I use this new brush, the P86. It's a precision brush. It's dome-shaped. It's pointy, actually. You can see that here. And this is a perfect brush to get right under the eyes, cover up your dark circles. You can put you can use foundation and concealer with this and just really get right under the eye. It's really wonderful for that, so I highly recommend this brush. I'm going to go ahead and start doing my eyes. I'm going to pick up a color that is close or a little bit lighter than my skin tone and put that right under my brow bone. I'm picking up Sigma's E55 and MAC's Skant eyeshadow, and again right under my brow bone. When you're doing an Elizabeth Taylor look, you either will go with the very strong blue eyeshadow that she used, or you're going to go very natural, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to go very natural. I'm going to go very light in my eyeshadow. I'm going to use MAC's All That Glitters, and you can use a similar light color. You can use Preferred Blonde if you want very sheer color shadow for your lid. This is just perfect. This is very light, but glittery and a very pretty color. I'm going to put this on all over the lid, from the inner corner to the outer corner. You could even do a very light pink. That would be fine. Just make sure that it's very light. See, there you go. There's a hint of color on my lid, but it's not anything crazy. It's not anything super dramatic. So this is what you're going for. Now, if you're doing an evening look and you want to add just a little bit more of definition to your eyes, then you're going to use a darker shadow for your crease. I'm going to use Swiss Chocolate from MAC. I'm going to use Sigma's E35 tapered blending brush to apply this shadow. I'm just going to pick up a little bit of product, lightly tap it onto my brush, and then brush it across my lid. You can go round, or you can make a V shape right at the outer corner of your eye. Creating this V right here on the outer corner of the eye goes very well with cat eye or a winged eyeliner. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now. I'm not going to go round with this application so much as I'm doing these V's. And do the same to the other side. And there we go. We have a little bit of shimmer and some definition on the lid, a little bit of color, very neutral but still very pretty. Now for one of the two most important things about doing an Elizabeth Taylor look, it's the eyeliner. You can go with a more 60s cat eye, or you can go a little bit earlier and do a wing. I always do a wing, so that's what I'm going to be doing today, but feel free to do a more dramatic cat eye. You can go as dramatic as you want because you have such a neutral eye. We're going to go neutral with the lip as well. So feel free to just go as dramatic as you'd like. There's my wing. Now I'm going to do the other side. Now you're going to take a black pencil and line your upper and lower waterlines. I'm using Engraved by MAC. Now we're going to move on and do probably the most iconic, most recognizable aspect of Elizabeth Taylor's makeup, and that is her brows. We're going to shade in our brows using a shadow or an eyeshadow or a brow color that is a shade or two lighter than our natural hair color. She went very, very dark, but it's a less dark of a look if you use a shadow that's a shade or two lighter than your natural color. So that's what I'm going to be using. I'm using Dark Devotion by MAC. It's a very dark, dark brown. And there you have it, Elizabeth Taylor brows. We're going to apply a very pretty pink blush. This is Dainty by MAC. Very pretty and light pink. We're going to apply it with Sigma's F15 brush. And just apply some of that brush directly onto the apples of your cheek. So to find that, just smile and then brush that blush right there and then bring it back a little. There we go. Very pretty, very light. Now for the lips. You can go full-on bombshell, pin-up bombshell look and put very red lips on, but Elizabeth Taylor was a little bit more demure when it came to her lips because the drama always came from her eyes. So you can do a completely nude lip or do a very soft pink. I'm going to use NYX's Pink Nude to color in my lips. I always recommend coloring in your lips with a lip pencil because it'll make your lipstick last. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. For lipstick, I'm going to use New Lover by NARS. So here it is. Here is my quick and easy Elizabeth Taylor look. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll try it out. This is a perfect look for any occasion. It's day, it's evening. You can make a little more dramatic by using a cat eye. You can put on some red lips. You can go lighter with the liner. You can go lighter with the brows and wear this to work. It absolutely works in any occasion. Thanks again for watching. Make sure you're subscribed and feel free to write to me, comment down below. Let me know if there are any specific looks you'd like me to show you or anything at all. I'll always love to hear from you guys. Take care and stay tuned.